Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to be bringing you a plugin tutorial for my plugin MageSpells. So what MageSpells is it's a plugin that makes you or lets you create spells based on your specifications. You can create any sort of spell that looks any sort of way. Here are a list of effects and different things you can customize, and yes, there are a lot more. I just got tired of writing them all down and going through and looking at them. All this information right here can be found in the link below, as well as two plugins that you will need for this plugin to work. You need to have these no exceptions. Yeah, not expectations. I don't know what I was going with there. Alright, so you're going to need Title Manager right here and Vault. Now you don't need to set these up. Once you get them, just plop them in and it's good to go. So the commands all right here, permission nodes for them, etc., etc. Like I said, all this can be found below. Alright, so once you get those two plugins downloaded, you're obviously going to need a server you can put this on. So here in the plugins folder, I have MageSpells, I have Vault, and I have Title Manager. Okay, so once you get all that, you'll be good to go. Okay. So let's go ahead and start up this server. It says it's started, but it's really not. Okay, we'll let it roll through. There will be one error popping up, but it won't be from my plugin, it'll be from another. So you can ignore it. So now, if we can hop on our server here. Authentication servers were down earlier. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this building right here is my testing building. Just go ahead and go in there. Okay. So let's go back into our basic server. We're going to go into our plugins, MageSpells config. Now it has some preset ones. You can use them or not, doesn't matter. This config was not generated, so let's do this. Okay. So we're going to exit out of that. I don't know what these are. We are going to reload. Okay. Now it's going to actually generate it. It should at least. There it is. Config. Okay. So I have pretty much what everything does in here, right here, but I'll go through it pretty quickly with you. Alright, so this is your chat. Pretty much whatever comes up in chat for MageSpells you can customize to your colors and stuff. So settings. Mana regen rate. So everyone has mana regen in here. Either I relog or Mage. So now I have mana. I gotta get the wand, so we'll get to that in a second. So you can make it regen 1 every second or whatever. So I mean 100 seconds you'll have full mana. Mana potions. You can create mana potions. Let's go ahead and do that. So what you'll need is a water bottle, and you will need lapis lazuli. Is it lazuli? I think so. Alright, all you do is put that in there, and that right there, and look at that. Mana potion. Okay, so we use that in a little bit. So, colors. This is for your mana bar, and then teams. Okay, so teams are, you can have multiple teams to have, like, for anything pretty much. This is where the effect teammate and enemy come in hand. So if you only have one team, or you want it a free for all you do is remove one of them, and then just keep one and set effect teammates to true. You gotta make sure you give everybody the node for red. And up here, we'll show you. Okay, so here you can find this information right here. So the node would be magespells.team. And then whatever the team name, so this would be red. and then everybody would be able to attack everyone. Okay. So now wands. So I have 2 wands created in here. You got the basic wand and the wizard wand. So the wizard or the basic wand has a wandcraft node of 1. Meaning if I give them that node, then they can create this wand. This one has it of 2, so if they don't have that node, they can't create it. Vice versa. So tier, this goes in hand with your spells. Each spell comes with a tier. I'll get to that in a little bit, but pretty much if the spell tier, like right here, tier 2, that means that cannot work on this one because it's a tier 1. Now this one, it can because you have tier 2 defined in there. These two are the only ones that can support multi-nodes like that. These don't. So one material, you can create a stick, blaze rod, whatever you want. Heck, you can do it out of glass if you really want to. And then any sort of recipe. Now this is how recipes work. Okay, so let's move that over here. Okay, what do we need for this first one? We need air, redstone, air, stick, and stick. Okay, so redstone, and then stick. It's just 64. Alright. So it goes air, it starts with this slot, air, redstone, air, air, stick, air, air, stick, air. So, redstone, and stick. Look at that, basic wand. Okay, easy enough. Alright, let's create the wizard wand. So, redstone, air, blaze rod, and blaze rod. So, let's get another piece of redstone. Okay, get rid of that. And blaze rod. So pop that in there. And wizard wand. Okay. So fairly simple. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so you have your 2 wands now that I created. Alright, so let's go to spells. So there are 4 types of spells. Bolt, direct, spray, and aura. Bolt and spray are primary spells. Only those are for left clicking, and then right clicking would be aura and direct. Pretty much, bolt is your normal bolt spell. It just shoots out, and whoever first target hits, it explodes and does whatever damage. Spray, you shoot it, and it doesn't stop on anyone, but anyone within its radius as it goes, it will hit. Direct, you have to right click someone, and then aura, you have to right click and it will do things like within a radius around you. Okay, so we'll start with fireball. Now this is type bolt. Money cost 1,000, costs $1,000 to make. Mana cost is 4. So if I were to use it, it costs 4 mana. Effect cell, so it won't affect me, won't affect teammates, but it will affect enemies and mobs. Has a radius of 0, means on impact, will not hit anything. And then damage is 0.2, it doesn't do hardly anything. That's probably, no, let's increase that to 5. I mean, it's fire. I mean, why not? Alright, distance is 100, that's how far it will travel. Alright, so particles. So this is where the effect list comes in hand. You go by these IDs right here. So I have 26 and 12. So 12 is large smoke, and 26 is flame, obviously fire. Okay, and then you can set how many particles, how many, let's see, 10, and then 50, the offset from whenever you cast it, like from the actual spell. So if you want to go up a little bit, down a little bit, it may help with whenever you're shooting, it won't blind you or anything. And this is the speed of the particles themselves, not the spell, but the particles. Okay, all spells go at the exact same speed, unless it's aura and direct. So, I'm just going to say that. Effects. This is potion effects. Once again, go back to the effect list. Down here, you'll see this, potion effects. So we have slow. So slow, see? And each one will have 2 things, whatever you call them, duration, amplification. Duration, that's in seconds, so it would be 1 second, and then amplification on how much they get slowed. Alright, so sound, I like that takeoff for a lot of them. It kind of sounds like a spell. And me, you can adjust the pitch and the volume. Okay, you can have multiple effects, by the way, kind of like have multiple particles, but you can't have multiple sounds. So drops. Alright, so drops have to do with spell books. Now, let's see. Alright, so this for Fireball is enabled to true. It is, you can set the book title and the book name, and then you can set the chance it drops from. So if I were to get sword, there I go. Enchant. Yes, off. Okay, so spawn mob plays 5 should do. Oh, no. See if I can't get him again. It is at a 5% chance, so it's not the world's best or anything. We try a couple more. If that doesn't work, oh well. I'll just spawn the book in. Alright, well pretty much they do drop, I promise you. I'll get them better mob in a little bit. But because I can't seem to get them, we'll do this. One, let's see, there's one book, fireball. Nope, okay. One spawn book, fireball. Okay. So this is what the fireball book looks like. Oh, fancy, right? Alright, and then timer and tier. Tier is what they need in order to use the spell whenever they try and cast it. So they can pick up a wand, doesn't mean they can use the wand. And then timer is 10. That's that does not apply for this. That only applies for aura spells. Okay, so let's go into the binding. That's what I'm gonna do. Got my wands right here. I'm gonna spawn in a couple other books. I'll just kind of go through them. Darkness. Okay. Heal, Snowstorm, Basic. Okay. Basic. We'll let's see, Darkness. And we'll do Heal. There's a lot more, obviously, but that's that. Alright, so now, this is how you bind. So you do bind, one, bind. Okay, so this is the binding menu. It pops up every wand in your inventory. Now, in order to use this, you must be holding the book. I don't know what I was holding. What was I holding? We'll start with Fireball. Okay. So Fireball. So we're going to do one bind. Alright, so now I'm binding Fireball to one of them. You can't click down here. Won't work. So pretty much, Fireball will only work because it's a tier 2 spell. It will only work on the one that supports tier 2 as specified right here. See, the wizard wand can support tier 2, but basic can't. So let's go ahead and try basic. See, your wand is not powerful enough, so you have to do the wizard wand. Okay, there it is. Alright, so now it has the first spell on it, and if you're to shoot it, voila. Let's see, I'm gonna relog real quick. Get my mana bar. There we go. Okay. So, but whenever chat decides to go away, you can see the mana bar right behind it. There it is. So it will slowly regen, as you can tell. Once it gets to full, it will go away. We'll watch it go to get to full. Okay, and there it goes. So, if I already used all of it, Oh, went to red. See, it tells you whenever you get low. And obviously, once you run out, you cannot use it anymore. Unless it regens fast enough. Alright, so now let's go ahead and do, we'll do Snowstorm for basic wand. So let's go ahead and bind. So this is pretty much. If it hits, if any of the spells hit a block, it won't continue going. So let's see if you like shoot it through it. See, that one made it there, but that one, oh, ran out of mana. Alright, so pretty much this spell, let's see, spawn, get 4 zombies. So if I were to shoot it, it would hurt every single one of them and it keeps going. Whereas this one, if I were to shoot it, it only hurts 1. If I can hit them. There we go. So, that's pretty much how that works. Alright. So, heal. So, let's grab that. We're going to bind heal to the basic one. So now you can see it has heal. So, it only affects me and teammates. So, you can tell they're not getting affected by it or anything. Now, I could set it to them. I don't know how it affects them. I think it damages them because it's heal. Because it's the healing effect. Alright, so let's grab one more book. Wand, spawn book, yeah, you like these names? So wand bind, we're going to bind Death Crypt to Fireball. Alright, so this one will affect the enemy. I have them set to affect mobs, so when I use it, you can see the particles come off them. Then once I walk away, oh, not affected anymore. Now this, I don't know, I think this doesn't really do damage right now. I don't think I have it set to damage. So that's why they're not getting hurt, but you could set the damage, let's see. Yeah, so Death Grip, it does 0 damage, but it does potion effects. It does poison, blindness, confusion. Potion effects don't really affect zombies that much, or any sort of mob, unless it's, I'm pretty sure healing affects zombies, but that's about it. So let's go ahead and demonstrate mana potions. So I have, oh no, I have hardly any mana. Let's drink this up. Look at that, mana. It says I've taken vodka, ignore that. That's another plugin. Kind of set water bottle to it, so that's why it says that. But anyway, so that's pretty much mage spells. You got all your different spells. Obviously, direct. I didn't really demonstrate direct. Pretty much whenever you right, it's a up close and personal right clicking. That's about it. This also supports whenever 2 spells were to hit each other, it would create an explosion. I think there's still a little bit of things I need to do on that, but as far as that's concerned, you got different placeholders. Not all of them work for every single one, but for most of them they do. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's it. So let me know what you guys think. Message me if you have any issues, and definitely show me any of the spells you create. I'd like to see what you guys can create from this. I know I have a lot of fun messing around. Played on a couple servers and stuff, on Magic servers. But that's pretty much it. So thanks for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.